do Throwback Thursday of like weekly favorites from a year ago, and the camera's gonna shut off again. No, it's not. I will cut you. Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all having a fantastic week. So today is Throwback Thursday, and I do Throwback Thursday different. Now, sometimes I do it, it's always from a year ago, but sometimes it's from a haul a year ago, and sometimes it's from a favorites a year ago. I asked you guys your input, and it was kind of half and half, so I'm just going to do randomly either one. This particular one is from a haul in August of last year, so I'll link the original video below because I think it's hysterical to go back and watch. That way you can kind of see how I've changed in the past year. So let's get started, and you can tell with this makeup look that I was feeling extra fall at this time last year based on the things that I was buying. So let's jump into it. I do have a lot of these products on, so I'll mention what I'm wearing, but I also have my list of things that maybe I didn't have. So the first thing I talked about was the macadamia hair mask. It's the one in the green and brown tub. You can get it at like Target or Ulta. I had purchased mine at Ross or Marshall's because you can find them there for like way cheaper than they are at Target. I love that hair mask. I haven't bought another one. I don't really know why, because I did love it, but I've been using coconut oil as a hair mask and that's cheaper. So I don't know. I would repurchase it if I found it on sale, but I wouldn't pay like the $30 that it is. And then I had picked up some Tarte blushes, and I picked up two of them. The first one is actually the blush I'm wearing today. And I love this blush. Everybody talks about it. It's Exposed by Tarte. I get them, they come in a compact, but they're really easy to depot. So Exposed is just a perfect everyday neutral blush. I feel like it does pull a little bit more cool tone than some like neutral or nude blushes, which I really like. And I like this if you're doing specifically, like today I'm wearing gold and cranberry on the lid, and I love pulling for like a neutral tone blush. So definitely love and highly recommend Tarte Exposed. Also, not only is it a beautiful color, it lasts on your cheeks forever, and this is one that you really can't overdo. I actually kind of had to build it up today, but it's just so perfect. It's beautiful. And then another one that is scary in the pan, but it's so pretty in the winter. This is one of my favorite wintertime blushes. It's Natural Beauty. It just looks like you came in from going sledding or skiing. It's that natural, rosy, just natural beauty. It kind of reminds me of like the Snow White cheeks. So highly recommend that specifically for the winter time. It's gorgeous. And then I had picked up my first 3 Makeup Geek blushes, which these are to date still the only 3 that I own, but I do love the formula of these blushes. This one I just recently did like my top 10 favorite blushes, and this one was in it, and it's in the color First Love. This reminds me of MAC Just a Wisp, but without as much sheen to it. It's just a really pretty bubblegum baby doll pink. It's perfect for fair skin. I think it would be a really pretty highlight actually for those with a darker, deeper skin tone. My kids are running amok right now. Seriously, it's too hot for them to play outside. So they're acting like our upstairs is a jungle gym. So I apologize for the choppiness of this video. I'm gonna have to hurt a kid. Just kidding, I don't hurt my kids. But the other 2 blushes I picked up, this one is in Hanky Panky, and honestly, I haven't reached for this as much as I want to. I am going to do a really fun series in September, like a Shop My Stash series. And I want to pull out some of these, or these other 2 Makeup Geek blushes that I haven't really used a bunch, and this is probably going to be one that I pull out. It's a really pretty pink, and I mean, I don't know, I like it. I don't know why I haven't reached for it much. I do love this color. This is the one when Makeup Geek had first launched her blushes. I saw Smitten and I was like, I have to have it. I don't usually gravitate to these peachy orange kind of melon colors, but this one just called my name. So I love Smitten. The formula of these blushes are amazing. You know, compared to the Tarte blushes, they don't last on the cheeks as long, but they do last a normal 8-hour work day. So highly, highly recommend those. And this was kind of a collective haul. So the two other things I had gotten are these Rimmel, they're the Moisture Renew lipsticks, and they had just like reformulated and kind of repackaged these. So I picked up 2 colors. This one is in the color Latino. This formula is so creamy. It doesn't last a long time, but they are so moisturizing that it's so worth sticking in your purse and reapplying. I love the formula of these. Surprisingly, I didn't pick up any more than these 2. This other shade is in the color Crystal Mauve, and this is one of my favorite mauve-y lipsticks. I can't believe that I haven't worn this in a while. I don't know, it's just now kind of transitioning into the fall makeup, and this is a really pretty color for fall. Mostly these lipsticks are just super comfortable. They only last, like I said, for a good hour or so, and they definitely won't withhold like eating and drinking, but they're a perfect lipstick if you just want something easy, that's easy to touch up, easy to reapply, and super comfortable. I highly recommend those. And then I had made a Coastal Scents order, you guys, and you have to go back and you'll have to look at that video because I do swatches of 9 or 10 of the pigments that Coastal Scents sells. These are amazing, and I showed in the haul that you basically purchase them in a small baggie. It's 99 cents. And then I had purchased these little pots. I think I got 25 for $5 or $10. And so I put all the pigments in these pots. It was seriously the cheapest. I mean, I got 9 or 10 pigments for the price of 1 MAC pigment. Actually cheaper than 1 MAC pigment. And in my opinion, they work just the same as MAC pigments. I am wearing this one in the color Bronze on my lid today. It's just beautiful. It's super pigmented. It does have fallout as with any pigment, so I definitely recommend either spraying your brush with water or Fix Plus or whatever. I use my setting spray, and placing it that way, or using a sticky base like a paint pot or a color tattoo. But I highly recommend these, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about the Coastal Scents pigments, but they are amazing. And like I said, they're $1 per pigment. So, I mean, you could technically use them out of the baggie, but that would get super messy. So I definitely recommend these little pots, but I love them. The only thing, well, it does have a sifter. I couldn't remember if it had a sifter, but it does come with sifters. I like them. I definitely recommend them. And then I had picked up 2 hot pots. Now, Coastal Scents hot pots are just basically eyeshadows in the pan, and I think they're 99 cents, maybe $2. I picked up 2 of them, and honestly, I have not reached for these. This one's in the color S32. And then this one I used today. It's in the color Wild Raisin. And I do like these. I prefer MAC or Makeup Geek, but for the price, these work. They're a little bit more of a dry formula. They're not super creamy, but they do last on the lids. I used this one kind of in the outer corner to deepen it up. I will list all of my makeup that I'm wearing in the description box as always. But this is a really good one. Like I said, I haven't reached for these much, but I need to because they are a good eyeshadow. In my opinion, I don't really know what I would compare them to. They're just kind of a little bit harder pressed, so you kind of have to dig your brush in. They don't pick up a lot of powder, or they don't pick up a lot of powder at all, and so they are nice for the price for sure. And then I had got Bite Beauty's lipstick in Fig, And this is a really, really pretty Your Lips But Better shade. It does pull a little bit pink, but it's super pretty. The formula of Bite lipsticks is bar none. I mean, it's really great formula. Fig is just a really perfect everyday color, so I do love that. And then I had cashed in 1,000 Point Perk, which they do usually around this time of year, I've noticed. But that's what I'm wearing today on my lips. I lined my lips with MAC's Nightmoth. And then I put on Marc Jacobs Cabaret. Cabaret. Now, right before I filmed this, I went to Sephora and looked for this shade because I was like, this is the most beautiful fall, just deep, vampy, you know, beautiful color. Look at it, you guys. Oh my gosh, you could see it on my lips. But I couldn't find it on Sephora, so I don't know if this was limited for that 1,000 Point Perk. It does remind me of Divine Wine from Maybelline, which I love, and MAC Rebel. It reminds me of both of those colors. Someone's at my door now. Like, I'm having a really hard time filming this video, you guys. Let me go check the door. And then the other thing that had came in that 1,000 Point Perk was this gloss in the color Shooting Stars. I don't know if this is available either because I did look and it's not on Sephora, but I will say, I gotta put some on. I will say the formula of these glosses is really nice. It's more minty than I thought it was gonna be. That really topped off that lipstick. I'm looking in my monitor to make sure I didn't like get it in my teeth. But yes, if you can't find this color, I definitely recommend the formula of these glosses because they're very, very nice. And so that is it for my Throwback Thursday. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I love going back and seeing what I was loving or hauling at this time last year. It's a lot of fun to me, and it reminds me to pull out stuff that I haven't used in a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you very soon. Bye. Wrong with this camera. Something's wrong with my eyeball.
Most.
What was at the door?
Looks like maybe a book you ordered in It Cosmetics something.
It Cosmetics something? Yay. Are you anything? Bye. Love you too.
Love you most.